Hi everyone, and specifically Paul at the Apologia channel. This is directed towards you, Paul, but I think it's of general interest. I'm currently doing some research on something called Chabad Messianism. Chabad-Lubavitch is a group of Hasidic Jews who think that their former Rebbe Menachem Mendel Schneerson, just called the Rebbe, died in 1994 rather, was the Messiah. And when he died, they did something similar to what happened in early Christianity. They said he didn't die, or at least some fervent members within the group still maintain to this day that he didn't die, and that he is somehow concealed or occluded and will return. But some people in the group have appearances, see visions of him, not like Marian apparitions where the person floats and is glowing, but like a real person. They see him like an actual person doing normal person things. And I had to think of your minimal witnesses hypothesis, so a naturalistic hypothesis to try and explain how early Christianity got started. And you write on the Bart Ehrman blog, supplemental embellishments like an empty tomb, group appearances. So the group appearances, I want to give you an example from this group of how individual appearances can get transformed into group appearances. So this is from the website Seeing the Rebbe, where they've collected testimonials of people who claim to have seen the Rebbe after Gimel Tammuz, as they say. So they don't say after his death because they think he's still alive. So that's just the date they give. And then it has a testimonial here by a Mrs. Chava Cohen. And it says, many are familiar with the famous photo from 5752. So according to the Jewish way of reckoning years. So that would be 1992, in which we see the Rebbe, and then they give an abbreviation which means Melech HaMoshiach, so the King and Messiah, receiving in his holy hands a tambourine on which is written Yechi Adonenu, and then that phrase is a bit longer, but the phrase basically says that they believe that the Rebbe was the Messiah. Fewer know that the one who was behind this initiative and who gave the tambourine to the Rebbe was Mrs. Chava Cohen, a resident of Crown Heights, that's in New York. Mrs. Cohen merited to see the Rebbe with her own eyes twice over the course of the last decade. And then it goes into her own words. The first time was in the year 5756, 1996, in the house of my son Shlomo Zalman. So 1996 is 2 years after the Rebbe died. So Shlomo Zalman, who serves as the Rebbe's shliach, which is like an emissary, in Sheepshead Bay in New York, he made a farbrengen, like an occasion where you come together and sing and dance, for the Sholom Zocher, so for the birth ceremony, for the birth of his son, my grandson, and me and my daughter-in-law's mother were in the house. The men sat and farbrenged, so talking, singing, and making toasts, making l'chaim, in the living room to celebrate the joyous occasion, and we sat in the kitchen while she was busy preparing things for the farbrengen. Suddenly, I lifted my eyes, and at a distance of about 3 to 3.5 meters, I saw the Rebbe, Melech HaMoshiach. I was completely shocked, and I wasn't able to move. I saw the Rebbe for about half a minute. When I calmed down from the excitement, I got up and went to the place where I saw the Rebbe, but now I already didn't see anything. I decided to tell myself, stop imagining things. You were hallucinating. I sat down again in my place and didn't say anything to anyone. After about 5 minutes, my daughter-in-law's mother came to me with her hands trembling all over, and she said to me, Chavi, you won't believe it. I asked her, what happened? She replied, I just saw the Rebbe. I asked, where did you see him? She answered, I came from the sink to the refrigerator, and from the refrigerator I walked back to the sink, and both times I saw the Rebbe. Where exactly did you see the Rebbe? I asked. She pointed exactly the spot where I had seen Rebbe. I told her, Leah, yes, I believe you. I saw the Rebbe in the same place 5 minutes ago. If only I saw the Rebbe, even 1,000 times, I would be convinced I was hallucinating. And if my daughter-in-law's mother also would see the Rebbe without confirmation from me afterwards that I also saw, she would think she's imagining things. And then pay attention to this last sentence. But we saw, both of us, in the same place, at the Sholem Zocher, in the Chabad house. So this is individual claims of appearances being turned into a group appearance in front of our eyes, like in modern times. Just thought you think that was interesting of how this could come about and how this story then can get retold in this community in the way that she ends the story there. But we saw both of us in the same place at the Sholem Zocher in the Chabad house. The Chabad house is the house where the emissaries, the shluchim around the world, make their houses available to Jews who need it for like this kind of ceremony or for other things. They're all around the world. I thought that might be interesting, not just for you, Paul, but for everyone, how something like this can come about. And thank you to all the new viewers who have subscribed recently. I really appreciate it. Lots more to come. See ya.